Genovese, Milano, Romana, sì, Venezia, Napoli, alla matriciana, alla arrabbiata, Margherita. Grazie mille. Sorry, I was just ordering dinner. Let's review Vincenzo. Hi, sorry I had to change. I had to make sure I was presentable for the Mafia. Before we get on with the review, I would like to invite you to please subscribe to the channel. If you aren't yet subscribed, it's down there, do it. And please leave a like on the video right now. Go do it. Thanks. It took me a while to finish another K-drama. I am just so happy that I landed on Vincenzo. You ever watch a K-drama and then you're introduced to the villain and you just want to go... Usually, it takes forever to get to that point where their comeuppance has finally come up. Nani? And usually, it's done within the confines of the law. Vincenzo kinda doesn't care about that. It gives you revenge. And usually in K-dramas, there's a hero and there's a villain. Here, you definitely have a lot of villains and an anti-hero, who I'm pretty sure is borderline a villain. Vincenzo Cassano. The name strikes fear to cutlery. He is the consigliere to the powerful Cassano family. I'm guessing they're powerful because they can pull off stuff like this. Armed with years of knowledge, sharp suits, fighting skills, this handsome Korean-born Italian lawyer comes home to literally dig for gold. And then he finds himself in the middle of a dispute between a large conglomerate and a lawyer fighting for justice. Along the way, he meets Hong Cha-yong, a fiery, no-nonsense lawyer who I'm pretty sure is a little bit crazy. And that's why people love her. In what is clearly an homage or omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. To The Godfather and all those other great Hollywood mafia movies. This Hollywood, is that a term? Should I TM that? Please tell me I'm the first one who used it. If not, I'll be really, really sad. This Hollywood series is full of twists, turns, betrayals, allegiances. It's just an elaborate game of cat and mouse. I guess the central theme of the story is best encapsulated by the Italian phrase that we hear Vincenzo say. Let me see if I can get this right. Un diavolo scaccia l'altro. Which literally means a devil punishes another devil. There is something seriously satisfying watching an anti-hero. Your Wolverines, your Deadpools, your Rorschachs. And this is the first K-drama that exposed me to how Koreans treat anti-hero characters. I'm sure there's more out there, but that's my own ignorance. I haven't seen any. By the way, if there are any anti-hero driven movies or series that are Korean, drop it in the comments down below. I would love to check them out. Because we all know that South Korean television is very conservative, so I wasn't sure how they were going to treat the TV show that deals with a lot of violent themes that have to do with the mafia. Then I realized by the end of the first episode that I was wrongfully comparing it to Hollywood movies. This is Hollywood. They have their own way, they have their own flavor, and I'm here for it. I loved it. I loved every single moment of this series. Because that's what I love about Korean dramas. They're not afraid to do their own thing. Sure, they can borrow themes from Western movies or other Asian films, but the flavor definitely is still Korean. And really, if I'm a filmmaker, that's what I would want too. Romance here is a bonus book. No, but the romance is not the central theme, and that's what I love about it too. It's about this ass-kicking lawyer who you just can't beat. You can't trump him. He's too smart, sophisticated, he's too cunning. It's a villain finally meeting its match. In terms of treatment and story, I really enjoyed Vincenzo. It's 20 episodes, 90 minutes per episode, and it didn't feel that way. It seriously just flew by because I was having so much fun watching it. I personally love mafia movies. I love the cat and mouse game. I love the themes of one-upsmanship I love movies that have a lot of brain teasers in them, and this series has a lot of that. You just don't know what's going to happen, and even if you do have an idea of what's going to happen, I guarantee you don't know how it's gonna happen. And I think that's the key of what makes this TV show so addicting. Now, the performances. I am such a Song Joong-ki fan. Ever since Descendants of the Sun, I've seen him in Running Man. I've yet to watch Space Sweepers. He's just an actor who understands what he's doing every moment he's doing it. And you can see it. He's a believable badass. He's a believable genius. He has swagger. He's sophisticated. And he has that deep speaking voice.
A casa di Emilio, l'ultima chance da Fabio. Il capo aveva specificato.
Pretty sure at one point he was Pope and the Prime Minister. Guy can do everything. And it's very evident here in Vincenzo. If you're a big fan of Song Joong-ki, don't miss out on this. I'm pretty sure you already finished it. And honestly, in interviews, he's such a delight to watch. He answers with such maturity and humility. It's just very easy to be captivated by this guy. Opposite him is Chon Yo-bin, who plays Hong Chae-young. I have never seen her before, and I am so happy I got to see her here. She is so funny and compelling. She's a powerhouse. She has this ability to be annoying to her enemies that can be easily annoying for the audience as well, but you side with her. She has this ability to make you fall under her spell. And the scenes between the two of them are effortlessly kilig because it's not forced. Genuinely, you just want their tandem to kick ass. Eventually, you just want them to... Oktaekyon is also a great addition to the cast. He plays the holy fool very well. He's very endearing, he's charming, he's the token English-speaking guy. And there's just something about him that makes you want to trust him. And then there's Kim Yo-jin as Choi Myung-hee. Yes! So annoying! Which makes her great. Lawyering while doing Zumba and trampling on people. If that's not evil, then I don't know what is. And Jae Myung-yu, funnily enough, plays Hong Yu-chan, the father of Hong Chae-young, and he's the lawyer, and he is fighting with the chairman Jang. How the tables have turned. As usual, he's brilliant. Loved him in Reply 1988, loved him in Itaewon Class. I just love watching this actor. He's just a brilliant actor. And then you have the residents of Gumga Plaza, and these people are honestly some of the best people to watch in this series. Some of them are borderline slapstick and just completely ridiculous, but that's what makes it fun. Vincenzo's dynamic with each and every tenant and the dynamic of the other tenants with the other tenants is just something I look forward to every single episode. Who are the people in your neighborhood? Pizza, 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 weightlifting, merciful Buddha, piano, 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 death stare. There's just so much to love in Gumga Plaza. In typical Korean fashion, you have very strong lead characters surrounded by very strong support characters, and the actors just execute it so well every single time. And that's what I love about K-drama. Sure, they cast also based on popularity, but when they cast based on popularity, it's because they're good to begin with. That's how they got popular. And that's what I can always appreciate about K-dramas. And you can tell by my voice that I'm so passionate about this. I am so passionate about this. Because I personally believe that that's how it should be. They do it right. The leads are compelling, you root for them, you want them to win. And the supports are not just there as ornaments, they add dimensions to the story. They're endearing, they're hilarious. You want them to get what's best for them as well. Now we move on to production design. Oh man, I'm drinking iced coffee. Vincenzo's gonna hate me. When I found out that some of the scenes were all shot in green screen or blue screen, I started losing faith in the things I see. Because what if this is green screened? What if that is green screened? Because look at how they made it. They green screened actual real life human beings into scenes that they're not even in. Of course it's been done before, but it's done so well that you thought that they were just talking face to face. But apparently no, they were blue screened together. Just a genius way to not go on location during a pandemic. If there's a will, there's a way. And it's usually CGI. You have the beautiful suits. You have the amazing watches. Oh, those watches. Mouth-watering watches. You have the great action sequences, amazing fight choreography. You know what's funny though? I don't know if this is a Korean drama thing or if it's sanctioned by the government in any way, but K-dramas can't seem to get the color of blood right. And to me, that's so endearing. I love it. And they would also blur blades, right? And gangsters usually carry a lead pipe, a bat, or 2x4, and only like one person has a gun. I don't know why that's a thing, but I love it. It's funny. And what K-dramas never fail to show you is how delicious Korean food is. They tie a lot of sentimental value to food in almost every K-drama that I've seen. Itaewon Class is sundubu jjigae. Startup is the corn dog. Here, it's the bunggopang. It's just a great device to showcase your country's main export, which is your culture. Man, they do have it all figured out. They do. They really do. Now, no series is perfect, so what are the cons? It's 20 episodes long, 90 minutes per episode, so for some people, it might drag on too long. Personally, for me, it just flew by. I couldn't wait for the next episode. But just a word of warning, if your patience is not that long. But trust me when I say it's worth it. And the hilarious product placements. The runtime also allows for the product placements to happen. But it's so funny that some scenes are actually written to begin with a product placement. Oh, got this Kopiko candy. It did feel a little weird. It doesn't really harm the story in any way. It's just one of those things that make you go, what are you doing there? Okay. What did you think? Have you seen it? Have you seen the final episode? I hope you have. If you haven't seen a single episode, start now. It's definitely worth it. I promise you. Vincenzo is so much fun. It's action-packed. It's full of twists and turns. It's full of amazing characters. You have a lead character that basically has no remorse, so don't cross him. You have pigeons. I'm not kidding. You have pigeons. Guys with lead pipes. Policemen who are basically dumb because they don't seem to know what's happening around them. It's this elaborate game of cat and mouse that just keeps you wanting more. Every episode ends with a cliffhanger. If a single gear moves, it affects all the other gears, and that's what I love about it. You can tell that it was handled with so much love and care and thought. And if you as an audience member can see all of that, it deserves your support, and you easily give it. These cars. Va Napoli! And you can also see the cast just really having fun in the process. I'm just glad to see Song Joong-ki back on the small screen, doing his thing, charming his way through every scene. Just brilliant, brilliant actor. I love him. Maybe too in love with him. And Jeon Yo-bin is stellar and gorgeous. And you can tell she's a very, very smart actress. Now it's time to rate Vincenzo. It's part The Godfather, part courtroom drama, part Ocean's 11, part Mission Impossible. And who wouldn't want to watch that? It's sleek, cool, hard-hitting, compelling. I'm running out of adjectives. So if that's not enough to make you watch it, I don't know what will. But of course, no judgment if that's not your thing. That's totally fine. For me, it's a 4 out of 5. The only reason I did not give it a 5 out of 5 is because 5 out of 5 is reserved for material that speaks to me personally. I mean, I've never been a Mafia member, so, you know, or a lawyer. But it's just fun to watch them. So if you're planning to start watching a new drama, go with this one. You're not gonna regret it. And that's the end of the REBview. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Now, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It's down there. I also do tech REBviews. Tanya and I have a YouTube channel that we share together. It's down here. And Tanya has her very own YouTube channel as well that you can check out down here. We are also content creators on TikTok. Thank you very much for watching my K-drama REBview of Vincenzo. And I will see you on the next REBview. I can't just say ciao, that's Italian. I just can't say annyeong because that's Korean. Chanyong!